Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you still can't sleep at night because you can't figure out where to get the money to pay your bills, to get your car fixed, and the banks that you're banking with don't want to work with you, or the credit unions, I'm going to show you some places that you should look. Now, one of the places that I'm talking about is Credit Ninja. All right. So a lot of people ask about Credit Ninja, but a lot of people don't know that you can actually apply with Credit Ninja not only with bad credit, but they also do a soft pull on the credit. Okay. And so the thing about it with Credit Ninja, when they do the soft pull, they do third party financial credit bureaus. Many of you hear me talk about the third party financial credit bureaus they use. So they don't use like Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. They use a third party like Clarity, DataX, LexisNexis. So they use different ones in order to determine if you qualify for a loan. Okay. Now, as you can see here, this explains like how much you can borrow. And usually it's from 300 up to $5,000, okay? Now, like I said, you can have bad credit. One of the things about it again that I cannot stress this enough. Most of the time when people apply for these third-party lenders like this, and they get denied, usually it has nothing to do with your personal credit. Again, with mentioning the third party financial credit bureaus, they have outdated information. So if you've moved and you haven't updated your information with the credit bureaus and stuff, those third party credit bureaus hold that information. So when you put in that application, say that you move from apartment A over to apartment B, and you put in that new application for the loan and it has apartment B instead of apartment A, this is what gets you denied. Now, I also tell people in terms of when you go after loans like this, please keep in mind, I always tell you the minimum income is usually about $1,000 after taxes. So basically, you making at least $250 a week after taxes in order to qualify for these type of loans. Okay, and like I said, a good part about it is that they do not focus on the credit score itself. Their main focus is, do you have the availability? And so that also means that you have to have an active checking account. You have to have an active checking account because they use a system that's going to see if you are transparent about the amount of money you make. So they use a system that looks at your bank account and stuff like that to see if you actually have that money coming in. So you better be very well prepared for taking out this type of loan, even though you can actually apply with bad credit and get approved. Now, as you can see here, it says I don't have a bank account. Can I still apply for a loan? No, a checking account is required to accept loan funds. Okay, so would that mean that you can't have Chime as your bank account? That doesn't mean that, but you do have to have an active checking account with revenue coming in. Now, again, I was mentioning about the income, the monthly income. I do have a lender on here I'm going to show you, and the minimum monthly income is only $500. So stick with me. Now, another lender you may want to take a look at is Post Lake Lending. Now, Post Lake Lending, they are a tribal lender. Okay. And as you can see, they give you the breakdown or their loan amount. So the minimum is 200. They go all the way up to 5,000. Okay. But in order to go for the 5,000, you have to be a returning customer. Now, this being a tribal lender, please understand this, although they do not go through all of the red tape that your traditional lenders like the banks or credit unions go through, the thing about it, because they are a tribal lender, their interest rates definitely is going to be much higher. However, they are much more flexible. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you what I mean. As you can see here, they actually give you a breakdown in terms of like what your beginning balance is and what you'll actually finish paying with, right? So this is their breakdown of their chart in terms of when you borrow money from them. So that way you have more transparency. Now, please understand with these type of lenders, they're not in all 50 states. Not in all 50 states. So here is what they're saying. So if you are in any of these here states, then post late lending may not be able to help you. All right. Now, some of you all may not be aware there are credit unions out here. But the interesting thing about it, like this here is Insight Credit Union. And the reason they got my attention, and it's non geo restricted, so anybody should be able to join. But the reason they got my attention, as you can see, they offer loans for bad credit because it says no minimum credit score required. And another thing, because I was trying to look for it, it doesn't say that this is going to be a secured loan. It looks like it's just a regular loan. And as you can see here, it goes from 1,000 up to 5,000. But I'm pretty sure that guidelines are you at least have to have deposits going into your bank account for at least 90 days. That's usually what most credit unions, if they're offering these type of loans with no credit check, they want your deposits going in for at least 90 days. Now, for you guys that are entrepreneurs and you trying to get a loan but you don't have a regular paycheck, you don't have the regular deposits and stuff, you may want to check out Giggle Finance, okay? Because you don't have to have the regular W2 job and you can have bad credit. All right. So as an entrepreneur, this may be a place for you. And they offer loans up to $5,000 as well. And as you can see here, is no credit required. So they're not focused on the credit score. Again, I continue to tell you guys, there are lenders out there that will work with you even if you have bad credit. But here's the key thing. A lot of people that are in the gig economy, they're actually not registered as a business, okay? And here's all the type of businesses they actually work with. My thing is, I always tell you, you should be registered as a business. Now, another key thing that will help you get the maximum amount of money is actually having direct deposit. So, for those of you that need your payroll set up, if you type payroll below, I'll send you over the link and you can schedule to get your payroll set up so that way you can get the maximum amount of funding from these here lenders. All right. Now, the qualifications in order to qualify for this loan is being in business and having deposits for at least 90 days. Okay. That's 90 days. Then the minimum income they usually want to see is usually between $1,200 to $1,500 a month. Okay. So for you guys that have bad credit, you don't work a regular W2 job, but you work in the side hustles or any type of business like this, then Giggle Finance may be an option for you as well. Now, another place for you guys to actually take a look at in order to get a loan, even if you don't have a social security number or you have bad credit, is Opportune. Now, please understand, Opportune is another one of those lenders. They're not in all 50 states. But as you can see here, they go from 300 up to 10,000. And the better part about Opportune, because they are a CDFI, a Community Development Financial Institute, they work with more people in the public that are not able to get a traditional loan from a credit union or a bank. Now, for those of you that are working a job, I always tell you go to your HR and request this form, the W-4 form, so they can stop taking federal income taxes out of your check. I always tell you to do this for at least 3 to 4 months. The reason that you want to do this, okay, is that if you're bringing home more money from your paycheck, then you may not have to take out these high interest rate loans. So that's the reason why I'm always telling you to use these resources. Now, another place for you guys to actually get help when you're struggling financially is you can go to findhelp.org, okay? And the reason that I like this here, because what you do, you would put your zip code in it, and it'll tell you all of the programs that are in your zip code. So in Missouri, they have in St. Louis, Missouri, in this zip code alone, they have 2,541 programs. But all you have to do is just go up here and put in your zip code, and it will tell you about all the programs. And as you can see here, they help you with food, housing, goods, transit, health, money, care. So they help you with a multitude of resources to help you get back on your feet. All right. Now, another resource that I wanted to share with you guys is unclaimed.org. Many of us may have had some money that was supposed to have been going to us, and like checks from when the state may have sued a company for a gym membership or something like that, where they had these big lawsuits and stuff, and you were sent a check, but you never received it or whatever. So the state holds on to that money. So you can go to unclaimed.org and you go here under find and claim, and all you do is just click on your state, you put in your name and your address, and it's going to tell you if you have any money out there. A lot of people that have used this service have found thousands of dollars. Even you may have deceased relatives that may have money out here, okay? And you able to benefit from that by getting with other family members. Some people actually turn this into a business, but I would definitely tell you to use this resource regardless. Now, another place for you guys to actually get help to get a loan is from Big Buck Loans. And as you can see with Big Buck Loans, they go from 100 up to 5,000, and all credit scores are welcome. Now, another interesting thing about Big Buck Loans, as you can see, it usually takes about 15 minutes, but also the interest rate. Their interest rates, they usually try to, and now this is a platform, okay? So you can understand that, and so their interest rate, as you can see, go from 5.99 up to 35.99. Now, they also work with tribal lenders. Okay. And that's one of the key things is using platforms, well, especially when you have bad credit, you want to use platforms that work with tribal lenders. Now, another tribal lender that you all can check out is Explore Credit. It's a tribal lender. As you can see, it goes up to 2,000. Now, again, when it comes to like the interest rates and things of that nature, I usually tell people you have to be very careful because the interest rate, this is the whole purpose of me telling you guys to go to your HR to stop having federal income taxes temporarily taken out of your check so you can bring home money and stuff like that. But they're very flexible with working with people. Yes, tribal lender interest rates are much higher than traditional banks, but at the same time, like I said, it's much easier for you to get approved. All right. Now, there's one other place that I would tell you if you're looking for a short-term loan is Viva Payday loans. And as you can see here, they go from 100 up to $5,000. All right. And they give you from 2 months up to 24 months to repay. And as a matter of fact, you can see what their interest rates are here. Now, this is also a platform. So I just want you all to keep that in mind. There's one other place I wanted to tell you guys about. It's called Low Credit Finance. Now, it's a platform as well. And as you can see here, what their interest rates are like from 5.99 to 35.99 as well. And as you can see, they go up to $50,000. So from 100 up to $50,000. Now, again, these type of platforms, they do include tribal lenders as well. Okay, so they use multiple different lenders in order to help you find a loan and qualify. Okay, but just please just remember that this is a platform. All right.